We're starting with a spiced pumpkin mash.
Exactly.
Which is so good. So easy way to cook pumpkin rather than steaming it and getting it all wet is to roast it.
To roast it,
Yeah.
exactly. And you could even use some of the squash from the first segment.
Oh gosh, that
Those
one.
are beautiful.
Oh my gosh, so tasty. So this is just like a little sugar pumpkin.
A little sugar pumpkin, exactly.
Okay.
We're gonna roast the pumpkin and season it with a little bit of salt and pepper.
But you have to cut it up and you have to take out all the seeds.
But one of the things that I like to do is to save the seeds to spice them.
Oh, yeah.
To use it like as a garnish.
How do you do that?
A little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, and sometimes rosemary
In
or
the oven.
thyme. In the oven, exactly. And I would use that for the brilliant to top our mash.
Okay. So
just
clean it. And what temperature?
350 for about 45 minutes, just until it's tender to the point of a knife.
Okay.
And
then once it's cooked,
see how soft and nice it is?
oh yes, that's a very nice way to do it. So
Yeah.
by cutting it up, what do you instead of just putting it half of a pumpkin down? I oftentimes just
Do a
have
half,
it,
right?
yeah, and just cook it like
No,
that.
that would work, sure.
Yeah. And so, and you're going to mash that?
I'm going to mash that. So I'm taking the flesh and putting it in here. And it smells so good.
Oh, it does. Wow. And
right.
pumpkin really does have a lot of nutrients.
Yes, good and good for you.
Yes.
All right, so what I'm going to do is we're making a spiced mash. So I'm going to put in some different things. I have orange zest, which tastes delicious with the pumpkin, and cinnamon. So kids are really going to like this, and this is going to taste delicious. May I ask you to grate your nutmeg for me?
Of course, my favorite thing. After a manicure, it's just the best.
I'll do it if you'd like.
No, I'm just kidding. Just don't get your nails in the way.
Allspice, just a pinch of cayenne, not too much, just enough to get a little heat. Salt, pepper, orange juice. Would you mash for me? While I pour.
Okay.
There you go.
And this is the old-fashioned potato masher.
Exactly.
I have so many of these, but it's the only way to get really good mash. If you put this into the food processor, you get sort of a mush.
Well, I like it where there's a little bit of texture.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add a little bit of molasses. That's going to give it some sweetness and some
I like that.
depth. And then just a little bit of butter.
Just a little?
Just a little.
Okay.
People have this misperception that Southern food is always unhealthy, and it's not. It doesn't have to be.
No, it doesn't have to
It doesn't have to be.
But
But see, kids are going to love that.
really?
Really.
No, the children I know, they eat everything.
Yes. Well, I think it's important to introduce different foods to kids as they,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, so that's a nice dark pumpkin mash.
Right.